Hi folks, welcome to your mwis Friday Planner in association with Ellis Brigham. It's a rather mixed outlook as we've got low pressure close to us, and that will be a common theme in the week ahead as well. The wind strengthening through this weekend, widely getting to gale force on many mountains through into Sunday, and we've got some rain or some showers in the forecast as well. With that mixed pattern though will come some drier days in there too. The chart for Saturday shows low pressure parked to the west of Ireland. We've got a cold front pushing northwards overnight and into the early morning. That introducing a fresher air mass coming around from the Atlantic, swirling around that low. It will give some rain across northern Scotland early in the day, that tending to break up and clear, and then it's a story of showers that form through the daytime, those heaviest and most frequent across Wales, some bursts of rain developing though for the lakes and Pennine areas, and a scattering of showers getting into Scotland as well. The odd one of those could be on the heavy side. Strongest winds from the south will be focused around western coastal mountains, where touching gale force at times. Temperatures a bit cooler than we've seen in some recent days. Fairly extensive low cloud across the hills early in the day on Saturday as well. That will tend to break gradually, the remnants of that front bringing the rain to northern Scotland. To run things on into the afternoon, you can see how showers pop up most across Wales, getting going for the Lake District, where here could merge into some longer spells of rain through the later part of the afternoon. Some cloud breaks across the Highlands, some sunshine coming through in places, best around the coastal fringes towards the evening. Some bursts of rain running northwards into the Highlands later on in the evening could become rather frequent in southern regions. Onwards into Sunday, the rotating area of low pressure over Ireland starts to see some rain sweep into Wales, and that could become heavy and persistent. And these areas of rain becoming more widespread as we head onwards into Sunday daytime. Driest conditions for longest across the central northern parts of the Highlands. It's a windy day then on Sunday around this active area of low pressure, with gales or even severe gales across the mountains at times. Northern Scotland probably escaping the worst of the wind, but elsewhere some very difficult walking conditions across the higher tops, so do bear that in mind. And with a relatively cool feel as well, the general temperatures are low, the wind chill factor quite significant for the end of June. Add in some cloud and some rain across western mountains and it's a rather unpleasant day. Chance for staying driest for longest then, as mentioned, northern Scotland and further east over the Pennines. Moving into the new week, and for Monday we have southwesterly winds in charge, not as strong as the weekend but still a bit blustery in places. We have some showery rain in the forecast as well. That may become something a bit more constant at times. The odd heavy burst in the mix as well. Local chance of a rumble of thunder. Maybe some brighter skies just spreading in from the west later, but then we're watching for the next fronts coming in over the Atlantic. By Tuesday, those are pushing into the western side of Britain and the risk of some heavy rain developing. Got to watch the timing of this one that could set in across western Scotland and coastal areas nearest to the Irish Sea. Further north and east, greater chance of staying drier and brighter for longer, but around those western mountains, low cloud is likely to fill in to the lower slopes. The wind strengthening again from the south-southwest, may touch gale force in those western areas. Some warmer and more humid air being drawn up across central parts of England by this time. Could lead to quite a hot day in central eastern England on Wednesday, and some of that humidity pushing northwards as well, but we're still dealing with another front just left behind from that area of low pressure and some areas of rain and showers. Some of these could be heavy again, the chance of an isolated thundery burst popping up. The detail by this stage becomes more uncertain. Winds dropping lighter as the pressure pattern becomes slacker. Quite uncertain towards the end of the week. We're watching the extent of any hot air then being drawn up from the south and whether that triggers thunderstorms from Biscay and France. And if that develops, we could see that form into an area of low pressure somewhere close to southern Britain into the end of the week. We've still got the leftovers of lows toward the north as well, which may produce some areas of showers. Generally cooler across the mountain areas. It looks unlikely that any heat gets too far into the mountains. That confined toward the southeast. A fairly mixed end to the week then, a lot of uncertainty just how the pattern plays out. Some showers around, some drier and brighter spells, just need to watch the detail. High pressure is centred out over the Atlantic, that attempting to build in eventually from the southwest, but for a while at least I think we're still just being affected by some showery conditions coming off the North Atlantic. Just the indications maybe with time that high starts to have more influence. Although it's a long way off, the indications into the first sort of 10 days of July do expand that high pressure area a bit further towards Britain, so a greater chance of some settled weather getting back into the story. Just the westerly flow north of Scotland needs watching for anything just coming into the northwest here, but some drier and fairly warm conditions would be on the cards if that pattern does play out. You can check all your local information for 3 days ahead on our website. That is your Friday planner in association with Ellis Brigham. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.